gonna have a little bit of morning chores this morning because it's dark outside. Here in a couple more weeks, we'll get a few more days. Good morning. You don't need any food. Hot yesterday. It's gonna be warm again today. Hot new cat food, and I haven't dumped it in the bowl yet. Hello, Cheese Poo and Dottie. Yeah, you have a full bowl. All right, kitties. I'm just gonna leave this open, I guess, until I get finished. They're in here hanging out. They're playing on everything now. To get them out of here in a minute. Come on, Cheeto. Come on, Dottie. Come on, kitties. Come on, let's go have cat food. Probably have to go in there and kick them all out. Oh well, it's just dark. Good morning. Good morning, Jelly. She's eating almost all that food. I keep her locked up at night now, just in case. We're about a week and a half out from possibly having kids, and this way if she kidded early, that she'd be here in this stall. She gets to go out during the day, but because they're all sleeping in here at night, it keeps her kind of in her own spot. Sorry you're not going to be able to see the piggies this morning. I promise we'll have more piggies later in the video. I think it's just too dark. We'll try. I don't think we're going to be able to see anybody very well. The sun's just now kind of peeking out over the horizon. It's a little bit cloudy. Oh, good morning, pig. I don't have any lights on this side of the building. We have a light on the opposite side of the building, but we never really intended to have animals on that side to work on it. All right, ladies. Babies are still up high. The udder's getting bigger every day. It is. It's getting bigger every day. Those ligaments are still there, but it is really hard to tell, honestly, because those babies are so heavy. They are weighing her down, for sure. Maybe we can see the boys. She's just so big. Cece was a lot like that when she had 5. Cece had triplets the year before she had the twins. And I remember in both pregnancies I thought she would go into labor early, and she didn't even have babies on the due date. She had them 2 or 3 days after, so always cautious though with that many. Good morning, can we see you guys? Ooh, y'all are smelly. Hopefully time change will help us out, but we may just have one video a week where the beginning of our video is a little bit different just because it's dark and you can't see anybody. Now I'll have to go get these kittens out of the barn. They're kittens, that's what they do, but it is kind of annoying because their food's not in there, it's out here. They're just into everything. All right, see you later, girls. Have a nice day. It's warm this morning. It's gonna be in the 80s today and then like in the 50s this weekend. Make everybody feel funky. All right. Time for kitties to go. I don't know why they're so obsessed with being in here. I'm sure just because it's different. There's lots of things to play on and we've moved some things around, so now there's little places to hide. Shrubby cat's out on one of the trailers. See if I give you guys a peek at the boys. Over here, we may just have to change up our order. Do these guys last? Maybe then we'll be able to see them. Can you say good morning to YouTube before Mom goes to work? Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Pork Chop. All right, Duke. Time for Mom to go to work. Yeah, time to go to work. Jeremy took the day off, so he's still in bed. All right, bye, buddy. See you this afternoon. Just got home from work and boating. I'm trying to bring things into the shop that have been in the house that go in the shop, but I keep leaving things in my pockets. Bring the I don't know, one of the saws that's been in the house for like 2 months. Just not getting it back out here. We use it to trim some limbs. So I thought today we would talk a little bit about those bottle caps that we sold. I told you guys that we would like kind of do a breakdown on how much money we made or didn't make with those. Hello. She's kind of just been a spaz today. She's been like hissing and baby. What? Are you just playing? They're just playing. Mom doesn't want to be scratched, and she doesn't trim your fingernails. Sorry, it's really humid. And it's very cold in the house and very warm out here. It was very chilly this morning, and it's been raining, and now there's a warm front coming through. So it's just super humid. Jeremy did like a cost analysis of that for you guys so that we could talk about how much that cost us and like how much money we made in the end. So if you consider doing bottle calves, maybe understanding what the cost behind that is and at what point are they profitable. Ours were only profitable because they were born here on our farm. If we had bought them, they probably would not have been. And I've got to rake in here, and I have chicken in the oven too, so be mindful. Hello, we need to tweet and clean up because it rained today and it's all yucky in here. Look at this, have you been eating some minerals? How's my pregnant lady? Are we on the countdown? We are. We're on the countdown to time for babies. That udder is getting bigger and bigger. And everybody has been in here. There's hay everywhere. So for us, there was no cost in the bottle calves at all. They didn't have to buy them. Bottle calves run from $150 to $250 depending on where you are and where you get them from. High quality bottle calf might run you $300 from a dairy. Hello. Hello. I think I have some bad news about old Toonie here. I'm pretty sure she's been in heat the past 2 days. So last night I came out here to check on them and pork chop mounted her several times. I think what our problem is, what I'm guessing, is that she's young. So she just turned a year old in May, and she probably is having her first heat cycles and they just haven't been very strong. This is probably the strongest heat cycle I've seen her have. As far as this is the most interest he's had. This is the most butt sniffing, and this is also probably the most swollen I've ever seen her. As far as her vulva is very swollen. Like I was a little bit concerned last night when I came out that we were looking at early labor. We know that she was not pregnant at the end of July. So I know that there is no chance that she is pregnant and we're getting ready to have piglets. The earliest she could have piglets would be the first week in December. But you can see all this that's going on. Ow! Waffles just bit my elbow. Hi. I just think it's taking us more time to get her to have a good strong heat. The good thing is he's definitely interested in doing his job. You can see how swollen she is now. It was a lot worse last night, like super, super swollen. She's smelling lynx pee, and this guy has been doing his job. It has been. Our big pig. So if this breeding took, it's October the 20th, so that would be November, December, January 20th, it would be about mid-February. So about the time that we started having goat babies, we would start having piglets. Probably much better calendar-wise for us, a little bit cold, but as far as timing, probably better given some things that are coming up. Okay, so the first cost for us was milk replacer. And so milk replacer that we use here, because I use an all powdered milk and no soy formula because I found the soy is harder on their stomachs. About 3 bags of milk replacer at $41.99 a bag for 3 bags is $125. Just in milk replacer. What's everybody doing? Are you eating my pants? Hey, maybe. Can we be friends? He's warming back up. Yeah, warming back up. Waffles. I love Waffles. A lot of you guys make comments about how pretty he is. He is small for his age, for sure. He's growing up really nice. He's very thick, but he's not very tall. But Pixie was very tiny. She was really not breeding size until she was 2. So my guess is that he's probably gonna be 18 months before he's really tall enough to breed, or how I would like. Just a slow grower, conformation's good. But he'll grow up to be a big stinky buck, he will. So once you transition a calf from milk replacer, then you put them on grain and you feed them quite a bit of grain to help them grow. I fed about a bag a month. Jeremy's like a bag a month per calf, okay? So a full 50-pound bag of range cubes per calf per month, which I think is probably a little bit of an underestimate, but we're gonna go with it. About $7 a bag is $168 for 2 years to feed out those calves. Granted, I could have taken them at about a year old, but because we raised replacement heifers, we kept them for 2 years. So that's $168 plus $125. You're looking at $293 at this point into these calves, just with milk replacer and grain. I know, I need to go check on everybody else. So here's Tinkerbell, doing great, has filled back out, grown her hair. I'm so excited that she's better, guys. I was so worried that we were just gonna lose her. She wasn't gonna get better. We did it, didn't we? We got better, Mom. So let's say you had a bottle calf in February, were fed at those 3 bags of milk replacer, you heavy grained it, and you're getting ready to sell it in the fall before you have to hay feed them. They're probably gonna weigh maybe, I don't know, 300 or 400 pounds at that point. You really want calves to be 500 to 600 pounds before you sell them at the sale. Bottle calves grow a lot slower and it's hard to put weight on them. So Lucy, who was the calf that didn't grow very well on Mom, that we took to the sale with my other girls, we got about $350, $400 for her. So that's some context. She was very small compared to all the other calves that we had taken that year. So for our girls, for hay, $40 a bale times 2.5 bales for 1 winter, that's $100. Then mineral for $5 for 4 blocks, $20 for 18 months. Protein tubs, $30 for 1 tub. Tags, wormware, etc., about $15 for 2 seasons. So that's about $473 per calf, and that doesn't include the cost it costs us to water. That's not if you had any vet bills. With Gobbles, we actually did have a couple of one vet bill where we got her some anti-inflammatories for her knee. So I didn't include that. That was probably another $20. So overall, cost was probably about $500 per calf to raise out for about 2 years until they were at market weight, which was about 700 pounds. We made $735 when we sold them. They sold, like I said, for $1.05 a pound, which is beef prices, which is really less than you're paying for beef in the grocery store. But that's basically a slaughter calf price. These are replacement heifers. So that meant somebody in a cow-calf operation could go out and buy a replacement heifer for the same thing that a feedlot could go buy a calf to feed out and sell. It's why there is absolutely no money in cattle right now. From a small-scale farmer, you have to have a lot of property, be able to cut your own hay, and probably have access to really cheap grain to be able to make a decent profit. Again, these are bottle calves, so they are more expensive to raise, but if you extrapolate that over, replacement heifers should bring you $1,200 to $1,500 because they have value. They're gonna live till 15 years old and produce a calf every year worth what should be about $800 a calf. Right now, calves are worth about $500 to $600 at the sale. So it's just why it's really frustrating to be a small scale cattle farmer, because with prices of hay and the price that we're selling our cattle for, it's just not, it's not great. So we made about probably $250 a heifer for 2 years of work after bottle feeding an animal twice a day for 4 months. And I supplemented my girls with goat milk that I had that was readily available. Now, if you had goat milk and you could raise a bottle calf solely on goat milk, you didn't have to add any more cost for the goat milk, then you would make a little bit more, probably $300 or $400, which is not bad. I mean, I put $1,400 in my farm account when I sold those girls, but it was a lot of work, it was a lot of time. That didn't include all the electric fencing that we purchased for them and put up, all the pasture rotation that we had to work out so they had plenty of grass and they could grow. So that's why most people don't keep their beef or bottle calves. It's why dairy farmers don't keep them. There's just not a ton of money for the amount of work that you have to spend to get them to grow out. And you really need them on milk for an extended period of time for them to be big, or on heavy grain supplement. This guy will probably bring us a little bit more if we sell him as a full-grown bull, because he's Hereford and he can be sold as an intact bull. But that will probably require some testing to make sure that he is a quality enough bull. So we may get $1,000, $1,500 out of him as a young bull ready to go. That's why Jeremy decided to keep him, because there's more value to him in the long run. He helps me by keeping worm load down for these guys, but I still have to feed him hay, I still have to feed him green, I still have to take care of his vet care needs. And something that we didn't include in the equation, Princess's mom had 2 vet visits. I didn't include the money that it cost us to have the vet come out to the farm and treat that cow in order to get that calf out alive. So those are all things to consider as far as being a beef farmer. Very needy Pyrenees. You don't get enough YouTube time, Mom. Okay, come on, we gotta go check on people. We do. What you doing, pork chop? Huh? Night night, big pig. Night night. Night night, Petunia pig. Night night, Petunia pig. Oh, Toonies. Good night, Link. Where's Waffles? Mom already filled this up. Yep, she filled it up earlier. You weren't interested. You weren't. A little bit early. It's about 6:30. I think I'm gonna get Zelda in, get her fed. I am just feeding her a little bit of grain, mostly pellets. And she ate everything I gave her last night. I don't really know how to describe. About this much grain, and then the rest pellets. She really needs the pellets. They have all the good nutrition in them for her right now. And the grain is good for just a little bit extra energy, honestly, and calories. Giraffe's gonna be real upset about it. Are you upset that's not for you? She's coming, she's over there. That's fine, I don't mind putting her in that stall either. And probably when she gives birth, this is the stall we'll keep her in. Can you move your head? Thank you. Take the stinker out. Come here. The problem is that everybody now thinks they need to be fed. Sorry guys, pregnant ladies only. Alright guys, think you're taken care of? I think so. What do you think, goat? What do you think, my goat? Peps, what do you think, buddy? What's your mama? He's a good boy. Hi, Bunners. I need to check on you and Nons. Because you're never where everybody else is, because everybody's mean to you. Patty's in there eating. And Nani's out here hoping for a treat. We went to order the new feeders. Like, they don't carry them in store, the one that I want at Tractor Supply. And it's $80 to ship it to the store. And I'm struggling with buying a $200 feeder that now I have to pay 80 bucks to ship to the store. Or $200 to ship it to my house. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really want these feeders. Are you good? And to spend an extra almost $200 on just to get it to the store seems a little bit extreme. So I'm gonna go to the co-ops in our area and see if they have anything. It's a feeder for goats, like it is for miniature animals, miniature goats and donkeys. So it's the right height, has a tray at the bottom to prevent waste. The only thing it doesn't have is a roof. I would really love a roof over it. It only weighs about 60 pounds, so I think if it were to rain, I could pull it inside, in here, or under one of the roofs, and get it covered up for them. All right, buddies. Night night, stinky fellas. Can you say good night, YouTube? Say good night, YouTube. It's time for dog bones. Good night. Make everybody feel funky. Can you move your head? Thank you. Sorry, guys. Pregnant ladies only. Ooh, y'all are smelly.